The local BBC journalists around the UK continued 24-hour strike action, heading to the picket line for the third time this year on the 20th to the 21st of July 2023 in order to oppose the cuts to BBC local radio. I'm now here at the BBC Broadcasting Centre, Barrack Road, Newcastle on time, and this is the movement of the BBC Newcastle staff.
No ifs, no buts, no local radio cuts. No ifs, no buts, no local radio cuts.
Well, we're hoping that the BBC is going to think again. We're serious about objecting to these BBC plans to basically halve all of the local radio output that comes out from the building behind me. We don't agree that it's the right thing to do. We don't agree that we should be sharing shows with other stations, and we don't believe that it's in the best interest of our listeners. By making these changes, what's going to happen is there will be less on-air content that will be produced locally, with more of that content going online. So unfortunately, people that rely purely for the radio for getting their news and their information from, they won't be getting as much content as they used to, because they'll be having a shared show. Now that show will be from Berwick in Northumberland all the way down to Whitby, which is very, very big area. And we don't think that that's local radio. Well, it's really important that the public does actually voice their concern. They can do that in various different ways. They can contact the BBC directly. They can email the Director General, Tim Davie. But they can also contact their local MP. We've had a tremendous amount of support from local MPs in the North East. A number of them have actually written letters to the Director General voicing their concerns over this. So I would urge people to contact their MPs and to write to the BBC.
The NUJ representative added that the discussion on the solution with the BBC board executive on this issue is still an option. Otherwise, the strike in the future might be something that is unavoidable.
We're very keen to talk to them. We're keen to make sure that we can find a workable solution to what they're trying to achieve, which is to put more content online. But at the moment, no, they're not budging at all. Well, we're currently balloting members for potential strikes, so we could have strikes again in the future. We're hoping that we get a strong result from that, but we're also hoping that we don't need to go out on strike again. The last thing we want to do is to be going out on strike, but we feel so passionately about the changes that the BBC are trying to push through that we feel that we've got no other option.
The Mind made an effort to contact the BBC press office regarding their stance on this issue. Nonetheless, we have not yet received any response from them.